Hello and welcome to another edition of The Abandoned World on Minecraft. In the last episode, it stopped abruptly because for some reason I found out it's a bug. And of course, I've told you this world is not liked by phones and this computer has issues with it, so might be that. It just crapped out with memory issues, even though there's absolutely no problem. So I'm expecting it might happen again, because it happened again off camera as well. Anyway, we were fighting the dragon in the last episode. Then we defeated it, and then when the portal opened up, that's when everything crashed. So off camera, I reopened it. It only took 5 hits to kill the dragon, and then everything went like it was supposed to. 70 points of experience. I spent it all fixing things and building new stuff. I've had this number as high as 950 megabytes. No problems. Yet, 890, suddenly there's no memory. Kind of a strange thing. This may happen again. I may have to, at least in a recording, which is the easy part, is stop it and start it again when things are up. However, I don't know how the live stream thing will work. Anyway, I think today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to go back to the end and see if we can get some elytras. So, we are starting in the strip mine yet again, as you can see here. And I don't have any pickaxes I like to not use. And as the thing starts to sound like a jet engine, heading up the elevator shaft. 1, 3, 2, 1, and that's 1, and there we go. Apparently, the monsters are far enough away. Alright, so what we want is we're just going to make a couple pickaxes. We're going to dump that one. And we need to let go of that. We're going to need to make quite a few more torches. We're going to dump some of this stuff when we get to our destination anyway. This is in there. Hi. So, we've been in there getting more material, and I've mined several segments of that mine today, and all I got was 10 lousy iron ingots. That was it. Oh wait, maybe like a dozen or so redstone dust pieces. That's worth it. And off camera, because this is a, it started here actually, and I just decided to make this go straight, see if it lines up with home, which it kind of does, and then just go straight from here, no turns, and see if it reaches anything. Give you a hint, nothing yet. So, I'm going to head back home, because that's where the other train is. Plus we want to take some of our useful stuff and put it away. Because when we go to the end, either through success or failure, we're going to spawn in bed at home. So we want to have some of our better stuff stored away. So I got a ton of cobblestone because I don't do the old throw the you know, throw the ender pearl into the little portal and teleport to the other side. Too risky, because if you miss it, then you're teleporting yourself off the edge of the world and you die. So I just make a crap ton of torches, get a crap ton of cobble, and build a bridge. Just like in Watch Me Suck at Minecraft. Alright, here we are, back home, more or less. And then we take a slightly longer train ride. Alright, here we go. And we can turn. Alright. There's a little bit of a time problem. Because of the work that we needed to do, we've got a little bit of time we gotta kill. Because we'd be putting ourselves in danger if we just decide to go for it. Anyway. Oh, look at that. I got a bunch of these things. Well, we got another one to put away. I don't think we'll be needing that. That I'm not sure, so... But we will need this, that's for sure. And dirt we can kind of get rid of. As we got sand. Something sounds weird. No, everything's okay. For some reason, it sounded like it was coming from the computer speakers and not through my headphones. I guess they weren't sitting right. Alright, I mean, I put some valuables away here, like water breathing. We definitely don't need that. Wow, that just sound... Yeah, something doesn't sound right. Yeah, for some reason, everything sounds tinny on the right. I don't know if it's just me. Oh, and hello, Thomas Grillo. And there's actually 3 people watching. Keep in mind, it says 4. One of those is the phone, which I use as a monitor, because this thing just does not like to display something else and live stream this, because then it'll just poop and die. I just do not win with technology. So we're just waiting for the sunset before we head off and try to get our wings. Yeah, it seems to be... I don't know if it sounds that way to you, but everything on my right side sounds tinny. Like I said, I don't win with technology, so, I mean, this is probably a legit issue. I would try that again, but the pig might get up. There we go, 16 of you. And then what I'll do is I'll just take... is there another one that could use a little... Nope, we got an odd number. Alright, now we get an even number. Five. Alright. We happen to grab some eggs. Got a baby there. Yeah, for some reason, everything sounds tinny to the right. No idea why. Yeah, I don't need that. It's more than enough cows. That's definitely a thing. Yeah, there's some weird thing going on with my headsets, I guess. I don't know. Alright, sun's getting low enough. Let's sleep it off and head right over to the end portal. Although, let's see here. While we got the time, yes, we can slaughter the pig. Slaughter the cow. And my jet engine of a computer is taking off. Alrighty, so before we sleep the night off, let me just see. Yeah, something sounds odd. Anyway. Oh, I got a ton of that there. Anyway, some more pork. Grab a full stack of them things. Seems to sound fine. Yeah, I'm wondering if my headphones are a little off. Because everything on the... Yeah, because now I'm listening to stuff moving straight ahead. Now I'm just... I don't know, maybe it could just be my sound card as well. Like I said, me and technology, never a winner. Anyway, now it's time to head on to the end portal, which will take a little time, but we'll ultimately get there. Plus, I'm sure you might enjoy a little train ride anyway. So I've already made another round trip before this video where I got another large quantity of cobblestone so we can make the bridge. So this is the second and final trip, at least for the video. Actually, if the sound card was bad, then you would hear it the same way I do. There's one thing you definitely can hear is this thing is pumping air away like you were about to take off. I have not done these in a while because, well, you know, I got the time to talk. Haven't done these for a while because a lot of things in real life were happening, and it literally drained me of my energy. By the time it got to about 10 o'clock, I was just dead tired. In fact, I was so drained a couple weeks ago, I literally called it a night at 4:30 in the afternoon and pretty much slept till about 7 the next morning. Now, everything is pretty much back to normal the way it normally should be, so had a whole bunch of things, whole bunch of problems. Almost everything is all resolved. Then again, these headphones that I'm using now that I'm thinking about, I mean, I specifically bought them solely so I could play Pocket Edition on my phone when I'm away at like a oil change service or doing something else where I don't want to interrupt or make a lot of extra noise for people in the surrounding area. I mean, just a cheap $5 set of headphones, which is all this is. I never got around to buying a decent set, which I always say I want to do, and I just don't. Could be the $5 headset is... Oh yeah, that sounded tinny as all hell. But as in the chat, Thomas Grillo is saying everything sounds fine on his end, so it's probably my end. And hopefully this thing won't crap out with a memory issue again. I mean, this world does not like to run on anything. In fact, this game is running at 16 chunk render distance, because if you go any further, it'll crash. This is also why this world is no longer played on the Pocket Edition series, because the phones just don't want to play it. It'll load and it'll just literally chug. It might run for a few seconds and it'll stop, run for a few seconds and stop, rinse and repeat. Unplayable. This computer will do it, but it has its issues. Nothing really likes this world that much. It's like I said, we have defeated the dragon off camera. We did it on camera, and when the portal opened, it crashed with a memory running out of storage space error, which according to the Minecraft bug reports is just that. Plus this world, like I said, it just acts really strange on pretty much everything that it's played on, so it is what it is. And like I said, if it decides to bomb out, then I'm gonna try and restart it. The recording part's pretty easy. It's getting it to appear in the live stream that can be a pain. Which is why I don't have a separate web browser in a separate window or on a second monitor. Because the video will just stop working on the stream. On my computer it'll be fine, the recording it'll be dead, the stream will be dead. So I just look at the Twitch through my phone and using the phone as the monitor. It also does not, although actually since a few graphic patches updates for the video card, it can handle doing 2 monitors again. Initially, if you hook this up to a second monitor, the frame rate was horrendously bad, and it was the performance of the computer, only when attached to a second monitor, was very unstable. So I guess that's not much of the problem anymore. And enough random BS, because we are here. And the dolphins are happy to see us. Alrighty, so before we head in... Okay, I got rid of stuff I don't know if I want to really risk that thing. I'm not risking that one. That's just too much of a good thing. And that's our bailout right there. And I'm putting stuff in the chest I don't want to put in the chest. I might actually want these things. Now what I'm going to do now is alrighty. I'll put that away. May or may not be the brightest. No, you know what? I'll risk that. This we may need. Because if we find a pirate ship, we're just going to pillar right up to it. Alrighty, here we go. Let's hope we don't have the great memory failure. Alright, this is a hint that everything went well. Now we have defeated the dragon. And I wonder if it's her breath. I keep referring to the dragon as a him. A lot of people do that. From the mouths of Mojang themselves, the dragon is the only thing that has a clear gender, and it is a female. See right there? We're supposed to throw an ender pearl into that, and it will take us to an end island. That is just way too risky. So what we're going to do is going to select a direction in which we are going to bridge out. And it's going to take like 1,000 blocks or so to get there. So... let's see. Meeny, miny, mo, get you taken by the toe. This is really immature, but that's how it goes. Eeny, meeny, miny, this way. The way we were facing. And we're just going to start from here. Now every 11th block we got to put a thingy there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can just hold these keys down. I don't have to press anything. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And the reason we have to put a torch every 11th block is pretty simple. It keeps the Enderman away. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In Java, this does not work. I have to physically place a block down every time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I cannot get this thing straight enough. Keeps going off in a direction. 7, 8. All right, now the aim is a little off. Now the hope is that my crouching finger which is the index, is not going to tire out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If I go 12, the middle block will be dark enough for an Enderman to spawn. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2. Oh, something I forgot to do. 8, 9, 10. What I wanted to do is when I got to the end portal is I wanted to take the minecart and take it with us. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wanted to take it with us because whether we die or successfully go back into the portal, we end up back home. The minecart to the end portal is now currently sitting at the end portal station. What good will that do us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've also noticed compared to the end in the Java edition, there's no 4, 5, 6. I can't do two things at once. 9, 10. There's no purplish, fuzzy looking background. It's just a solid black. Or that's how I see it in the monitor. 7, 8, 9. It's got pretty dark, the dark colors come out very dark. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, something I either shortchanged or I went too far with one. Alright, I can still see the end island we started on. And apparently right there, I don't know if it's coming out in the YouTube or stream compression. I'll put it in the very upper left corner because Minecraft likes to stretch things. One of the crystals that the dragon gets its energy from is still... Oh, I actually got vertigo. Oh, there actually is a fuzzy texture. It's just so dark on my monitor I couldn't see it. So, 1, 2, 3. I can't set this straight. I'm trying to make this straight and I keep veering to the side. 1, 2, 3. Now, if I were doing this on the phone, there would be three long beams that I'd be building. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Because on the phone, it's really hard to keep you. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. On the phone, it's really hard to keep your guy going straight. So we would have this, and then one block above would be a guide rail this way and a guide rail that way. And there's nothing yet, which I do not expect to see anything for a while. Because it's generally 1,000 blocks or so between the end island that you start on and the very first chain of end city islands. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exciting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3. But now the main island has disappeared from view. So now who knows how far we've got to go. Alright, now that seems to be correct. And still nothing that way. And an Enderman free narrow balance beam, which is exactly what we want. 2, 3, 4. Not to say I can't screw up, but it's much, like I said, it's much easier to do this on Bedrock Edition, as I can hold down the plot button while holding down the sneak button, and it'll keep plopping blocks down. It doesn't work that way in Java. Unless I just suck at it enough that I just can't figure out how to make it work. Alright, we know there's nothing that way, and we still have nothing that way. This is so exciting. It's called playing it safe. So we know there's nothing this way, and still nothing that way. Anything but the one I want. Of course, lighting glitches don't help either. So of course, nothing this way, and still nothing that way. Alrighty. Next block is 64-ish. 8, 9, 10. Alright, next set. Alright, nothing that way. And when I did this in Java, I didn't need to go back for a second set. And still nothing that way. We're going to be reaching a point, something will appear. Okay, how about straight? Alright, nothing, and yeah. Eventually something shall appear. 2. Really hard to get it to point exactly in the right direction. Ooh, wrong button, but wouldn't have mattered. I'm sneaking anyway. Still absolutely nothing that way. Alright, anything this way now? Alright, this is starting to get a bit old. We gotta be getting close. The beauty of these live streams is everything's visible. There's no... Hey! I don't know how well it's showing up in either the recorded stream with recording of the live stream because I put it on YouTube. YouTube live streaming is a pain in the ass when it comes to doing games. And the compression from the Twitch, but a bit of End Island is right there. I'm circling it. So we're finally starting to see something. We have made it to the other side, more or less. Now it's just a matter of getting there. I'm not even going to bother to look. We know we're getting there. Maybe after this set. Because then we'll have some clue as to where we're going to wind up. If anywhere. We could be going right in the middle of things. Might not be landing anywhere. Alright, let's see where we are. Oh, we're going to land right at an island. And unfortunately, it appears to be just that, an island. With a weird island that's above it. So it looks like there's a lot more of this bridging. I saw some particle effect. Must mean we're getting close now. Yeah, we must be close. I heard an Enderman. That's not to say that they're not going to wind up teleporting on here. They're just not going to be able to spawn on here. Still, it's kind of unsettling that it's even on here. And now you can see the end island coming into view. So now we got to be very careful where we look, because we're full of Endermen, and if we look at any of them, bad things will happen. So what I want to do now is we can actually make jumps. So I don't see anything right now. So this is what I'm going to do is... Now, it will be okay if we spot and then look at an Enderman at this point, because we can be just 3 blocks above their feet, and they can't hurt us. But we don't want to do that. And speaking of, I only got one of them, huh? Let's make some Enderman shelters while we're at it. Alright, they're little... I did look at one. Okay, you're not the one that's after me. That's what makes this a bit dangerous. And then he just plain forgets that I even touched him. Alright, if we can look safely. There, now we got something pointing the direction as where we came from. Now we gotta keep our nose close to the ground. As we look around, see what we can see. Now what we want to look for is an end city. Now, in cities, you'll see buildings made out of this stuff in brick form, and they start narrow at the bottom and get bigger as they go up. Now, some of these will have pirate ships. I don't know. Maybe we should go this way. And then tell me we're out of storage space. So, yep, looks like we're going to have to pause the recording at least and come back if we can get things going. We have successfully brought it back. So we were heading this way when the crash happened. So apparently this computer does not like to play this world. Then again, nothing really ever did, so no surprise there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The world has been bigger than this, and it ran it just fine. 6, 7, 8. We're getting close. And it just happens to end right there. What I don't like is we've gone this far without an Enderman shelter. Oh, that's going to take too long to break. I just put one here. Of course, another trick is you're not wanting to look at any of them. So right about here would be a good spot to start. And I skipped something somewhere. And we'll put one here, because we can. And we don't have enough cobble for an Enderman shelter, so we'll just grab another section here and call it good for now. We'll have enough for an Enderman shelter and a half. Actually, let's get rid of this oddball. And this odd piece here. There we go. Not seeing anything. See if we can see anything this way. We got a lit path so we know which way to go. Yeah, there's no end city over here. Yeah, absolutely nothing there. Ooh, we're pretty much out now. 1, 2. These are turning up nothing. Love to see an end city at some point. Every now and then we need some protection in case we stare at an Enderman. We need a spot where we can duck in. You made things quite difficult there. One false move, I would have stared at you. And we got another Enderman shelter, just waiting to be used. Nothing noticeable there. Twin Cities. Wow, right in front of me. This is turning out to be a wash. Yeah. Oh, this is turning out to be so anticlimactic. All right, let's try it from here. And that was not good. Well, that was fun. Somehow I fell off. And that's why we didn't take too many important things, although there was some good stuff that we had with us. And some of the important stuff right there. can take that. Boy, this might be a short episode because I don't think you want to sit through a lot of crap. Alright, we don't have a lot there. We don't have too much there. Oh boy, we don't have much in the way of iron anywhere, do we? That's not good. That's not a good thing. We don't have iron. That's pretty bad. Let's see if we get some here at the village. I think we do. Oh, the game's gonna lurch now. Wonderful. Oh, you know what? I think our infinity bow, we lost that. Yeah, we did lose some good stuff. We lost some pretty good stuff, which kind of sucks. And of course, we don't have any in there. Oh, we actually do. But 2 bars too short. But I know where we can make that up. And I know we got some bars here, so we can make a full set of armor again. Although, do we want to really use it? Perfect. There's more in the basement, but let's do that. Then this. Then that. And enough for that. Back into the village, and he's Not where I want them. Denied. Did I ever leave anything in here? No and no. This is in case we come in contact with another Enderman. Actually, we want to go this way. See if we can do this. Yay, splat. I haven't been down here in a while. Looks like I picked this clean of coal. No, I haven't. Hey, you can break it. Alright. I don't know how much more of this I really want to grab. Alright, well, maybe? Then we can turn. Alright, so we got a little there. Don't want any more? I don't know. Get out that way. And typically put a double torch where there's an exit. And interesting that I kind of didn't have one. There we go. Oh, goody, it's nice and dark. Alright, we're in the safety of the village at this point, so that's good. Oh, we don't have any lumber. We do now. We'll need that. We will also... We got some here. It's one short, but we can get away with that. And stupid me, I forgot to take the... Although, in a way, it might not have been a bad thing that we didn't take the minecart. And when we go back home before we head off, back once again to the end portal, we will grab another stack of steak and, or maybe pork, whichever one seems to be runneth over at this point. Good. Cat trapped under the stairs. They're such smart animals. Alrighty here. Just thinking right now. Actually, that would not be where to go. Alright, I wanted sand, but let's see. Yeah, we'll grab it. Alright, did I leave anything in here from last time? Yes, I did. XP. Alright, we got more pork than we do steak, so we can part with a little of that. I think we'll be fine, I believe. And here we go with this trip again. Now, while we're waiting, alright, I have no idea how I fell off. Honestly, I have no idea. I had the sneak button down, and I'm plopping down this stone as I was going, and then I just right through it. Just fell right off. Game is very lurchy. And by the way, no, it's not the bandwidth or compression. The game literally is lurching along. So we're probably about a halfway there at this point. About a halfway. It goes by pretty quick. Once we make the next left turn. Because then it's the village, and then it's the end portal. Getting there. About 2/3. And she's already getting dark. This minecart I'll take the risk of taking. just gonna go right to the end. Which will be less than a minute from now. Let's just clear up the area. Kind of pointless for what we're doing, but what the heck. I'm going to start pretty close to where we wanted to be, and good thing we didn't take that along. We'll just take most, and then alright, back to the scene of the crime, more or less. Time for the fun and exciting walk, or run. The suspense is riveting, and then this happens again. Hello, once again, as you saw, it crapped out, and I actually did forget to start the recording. You didn't miss anything. We just went along the very long beam where the game crashed, and that's all you missed. So, no loss in terms of video content outside of several minutes of watching me run across one of these very long beams. That was it. I had a feeling it wasn't recording because the computer wasn't making a whole ton of noise like it usually does. Although at this very moment it'll be a little quiet because it's not really pushing that hard. So we're going back to where we fell off. And while we're doing that, grabbing some more chorus fruits, because we like to have some of those in the overworld. It's funny. This world has gone as large as almost a gig, and it didn't give me any trouble. It's back to the scene of the crime, and hopefully we do better. Well, apparently we haven't got really that far, because this is where we ran out of the cobble. Starting to do anything with end stone. Alright, that's a weird block placement right there. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right here. 8, 9, 10, 11. Once again, trying to get across. Have no idea how I fell off, but I noticed that weird block placement, so no idea what happened. And of course I am intentionally not looking straight up, because although we're far enough away from these things, if an Enderman were to see us, it might be problematic. Should be coming up to something at this point. Yeah, I was going to say, I got to be coming up to something. And then there's a big island that way. I'm not sure if that might materialize into something. Alright, we are on this island. I don't know if this is going to be a branching point or not. Since this might be a branch point, I am going to build a pillar up here, as well as a Enderman shelter. Now at this point, if we wind up staring at an Enderman, it'll be fine because we'll have elevation. And we want it pointing that away. There's 3 points of interest right now. 1, 2, 3. And of course, we're high enough or low enough we could just jump right off. Okay, we got that section over there. We got this section over here. That one spoke to me first. Let's and that literally brings us to this island. Anything of interest? big crater in the middle. Ooh, we almost stared at some Endermen. That'll just go over very well. Here's a big open area. Let's put an Enderman shelter here, and we're going to run out of cobblestone. So need these shelters in case we anger any of them. Of course, we could go around and just hammer away at the end stone and make them out of that again. Oh, for a minute I thought I saw something. Let's just look this way, see if we can find anything. Boy, these end cities are hard to find. I'll just leave a trail. We are not coming up with anything. perfect number. We don't see anything that way. Let's see if there's anything this way. So I'm going to leave a very sparse trail. So if we don't see anything, we can definitely find our way back. Hey, there we go. That's what we were looking for. End city and pirate ship, which I can't look at because there's an Enderman there. Okay, pirate ship. So we're going to highlight this trail a little bit better. We are definitely putting an Enderman shelter in because we could use it, I'm sure. Oh no. The pirate ship is over the void. Oh, really? Did we have to put that there? So maybe right here will do. We'll make a second shelter somewhat close. And we can run. So we need to get to this island up here and stay away from all this crap over here because we got shulkers that'll definitely take us and send us flying. Well, that just happened to work. That's pretty good. Now we got a slight problem that the pirate ship is over there. And we don't have any safety at all. Yeah. And again, we'll have enough to make this Enderman shelter. Yeah. Well, I had more than I thought it would. So I know it'll probably anger some, so we have this nice little shelter under here. Now the problem is we need more stuff. Alright, let's see. This be enough to make it somewhat safe. Alright, so we know over here we'll be at the center of the ship, which is good, but we're still a little ways off. I forget that in Bedrock we can point this way but kind of hint at the block we're standing on, and we can plop things. But it only works straight ahead. So now the question is, how are we with the ship? Very close, but not comfortably enough. We don't need that there. Need that there in actuality. Alright, so I'll just do that to signal that that'll be our pillaring spot. There we go. But what we need now, we do need to anger some Endermen. We could use, yeah, right here. Don't tell me I chose the worst possible spot to put this thing. Ah, there we go. Right here. Nothing. There's a way up and none of them are taking it. Here goes nothing. Go. Right in there. Ah, crud. Ooh, this is actually working. Ready? We gotta go gangbusters. We don't care about anything else now. At this point, we did our job. Shoot. All right, we did it. Let's get out of here. We got the Elytra. Out of here we go. As long as we keep our nose down, we should be fine. And we should be running. So we got the Elytra Wings, so now we can... Now we have a purpose to fight the the flying monsters from hell that I keep forgetting the name of. Phantoms. It's the name we're thinking of. I hate when they do that. Ooh, looting 2. I forget, till this point, the weird jogs is to help us guide our way through the crevices and pitfalls. We want 25. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So ultimately I want to grow some of these trees. They grow pretty easily, so 25 will do us just fine. Now we got this weird dip, so we gotta follow the closely placed torches so we don't get hurt. Oh, that scared me. I almost fell off because of that. That would have been really bad. Might have taken a couple shots, but we got there. Now it's just a matter of getting at the very end. I mean, we're not terribly far off. Now we gotta be sure we're paying very close attention to the beam that we're crossing and not anything else. Because then if we drift off, A, we're getting close to the edge, and B, we might look at an Enderman. Granted, we got these Enderman shelters placed throughout, but we don't want to use them. think we're pretty much home free at this point. I believe this is the long plank home. We were okay because we were not staring at the Enderman. If we were looking at it in the eye, then we would have had a problem. At any moment now, the home island should appear. Any moment now. And here it comes. Slowly but surely. And again, we want to stare down at the ground, directly in front of us. So any Enderman line of sight will not be seen because we got a beam that's between them and us. And screw that up. Yes, we have the egg over there that and we can jump. Now I've seen a trick where we can grab the egg by going 2 blocks under and placing a torch. So we don't need pistons. And now we got the egg. There it is, dragon egg. Now the only problem here is where we're going to wind up. Actually, that's not too bad. So what we're gonna do, we're just going to temporarily come back down here and put the ender pearl in the chest. Because maybe we want to discover that end city a little more. So, for future, we'll have that. We'll take this with us. Unbreaking sharpness mending. Yeah, the bane of the anthropods is kind of crap. That's going to be one hell of a sword. So we got our wings. Game's starting to lurch again, which means might be trouble ahead. Didn't even care. We had good armor over here. Relatively speaking, but still. Yeah, we lose our, Ooh, we have more. I wish I was able to grab other stuff. And we got a set of 7 over here still. Yeah, I kinda need the bed. There. Hold on, this way. Long trip back home. We'll come back to this in some other time. Because that's definitely a project that needs to be done, is to make that another good-sized village. So when we have a raid, I'm hoping the commune is the one that gets it. Then we can achieve that. If not, that village over there, once we get things slightly further along, will be good there. Alrighty, since this is going to take a moment, I am going to take care of something while this travels along. Yeah, sometimes crap happens in the middle of a stream. Fortunately, we got a minecart ride back home, so made it easy to just take care of a couple of quick things while I wait for the cart to do its thing. And I know it takes a certain amount of time to get from here to there. I figure let's just face forward the whole time, where we can. Yeah, we're fairly close to back home anyway. The village that's next to the strip mine, it's parallel to that, in that direction. Or maybe a little further this way that we're pointing. But it's, for the most part, parallel. You know we're getting really close to home is when you see the other monorail track, which goes roughly 12,000 blocks to a mesa biome that I first discovered, versus the one that's literally just a few hundred blocks away in that direction. Which actually was a stumble upon type deal. The very long-winded one was the one we discovered through searching. A bit interesting there. And here we are. Back home. Where are we going to put these trees? Oh, I think I know where we can put them. Right where it crashes. That's where we'll put them. We're back. It took a dump again. I think this is going to be a thing with this world now. just as I was about to dig, we go plop. And we don't have a shovel. Let's go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. These things look different. But maybe that's all we're going to need right now. We can store the rest away. I want to start wrapping this particular video up today. With the 5 million crashes we have. I think I know where we're going to put our egg. Let's put it right there. And I'll put the elytra over here. It's just one away, who cares? Neat thing about eating these is you can wind up to 8 blocks away from where we're standing. We wound up outside the house. So let's just reset our spawn point out here, up here in the bedroom. There we go. Under valuables, I definitely would say, well, this and that. Definitely that. Look at the elytra elsewhere. Now let's make one heck of a sword. That we can't make because we don't have XP. Well, that's something else to do. So let's put that here. Next to the elytra. So we got our wings. Got our new end world style trees growing. I was going to put 25, but you know what, 15's good enough. It's going to encroach that and the bees, which I don't want either case to happen. We have cows that spawned in that are not part of that. So yeah, I guess we can call this an episode. We got our wings, got some other things, and let's see where we go from here. George F551 saying, hope you enjoyed and have a good one.